Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Wednesday the 13th of November. So starting off as ever with the euro dollar, and well, what do we have? Continuation to the downside, still looks weak. In fact, it's probably breaking down a little bit quicker than I'd liked. I'm just sort of looking at this sort of four-hourly pattern here, looking at the bars here. Would really like to have seen it hold steadier this morning, but it's already reacting to its daily pivot there, rolling over. Potential today, well, down to the S1, I guess, is probability sitting for us. Beyond that, well, could just drift off a little bit further, somewhat lower, but very weak at the moment, and more of the same, I should imagine. That's what I'll be looking for if I can get into the trade at a reasonable price. The pound, on the other hand, it's well, it's holding around where it is. There's sort of the more rumours that come out about the potential elections and the polls and everything else, it sort of creates the stir and what's going on here now. Technically, there's almost a view that it could continue to the upside here, but very, very bitty bars. I mean, when it does fire up, it soon sells back in the same bar. This 60-minute candles here yesterday, every time it flew up quite quickly, pulled back. A break of the daily pivot, I'd look maybe on the short side there, but at the moment it's erring more bullish than bearish there. So that's where we sit at the moment with the pound. But dollar yen, well, to me looks like it's had this bit of a retrace here. I was looking yesterday at the potential, but well, it might do now. It's come off its 4-hourly 50. Whether we'd see further upside, it has put lower highs in on this time frame, and it's got a bit messy actually. It never really set off properly yesterday. It just ran into resistance actually on the 30-minute time frames. This morning it's in a similar position. It's sort of pushed excuse me, part of the way up here, and well, stalled at the moment. A breakthrough at 34 may see further upside towards the R1. Yesterday's highs, maybe further, but just the way it's shaping up at the moment, I get the view that it may just be technically looking like it may roll back towards that 6200. Aussie dollar. So the Aussie dollar finally got back to its monthly pivot there. Still hasn't touched a weekly. Now, well, we'll see what happens with this. It's quite messy as you come down the time frames. I'm sort of, particularly this hourly, it's got really choppy here. It's firing up through the Asian session there, maybe based on the New Zealand data and conversation coming out there, but it's getting a little bit of a kick on sort of, but it's just nowhere. Look, the RSI is classic. It's just chopping along here. It's not really giving us much clue at all. If it's giving us sort of divergences and shown some weakness of this downward move, I'd be looking maybe at the long side, but at the moment it looks soft. Now I'm going to jump straight to the New Zealand dollar here because this is the news overnight. Look what happened here. They decided not to cut the interest rates, which was really well expected. They left the rates as was. Now it's not expected until May 2020 before they cut the rates. Now the forecasts I'm seeing here, which I've been looking for a long on it. I should have just left a buy order in there, maybe on the break of the pivot. I don't know. It's difficult to assess it if you're not sitting there watching it or knowing what's going on there. But it shot up this morning and looking well. Probably got more upside. I just don't want to be buying it into this sort of double top area, but I still think with the way the sentiment, sort of negative sentiment sitting here, and the surprise that was done here, any half decent retrace may be an opportunity to buy into this New Zealand dollar. That's what I wanted. It's based out in October there, and it's been dilly-dallying, and well, it's always a slow move when we see this extreming sort of price action, but maybe we got further upside. I'm still looking at bullish again, trying to get in, but we'll see. Okay, so that's where we are. This morning's trade, really possibly the euro. We'll see how this reacts post 8 o'clock. Now it's running into the 8 o'clock session, see if we get further downside. So this is really what I'm looking for. Maybe just wait until wait for a little while, see what happens, but an opportunity to sell into that would be quite good. Okay, didn't talk about the news for today. Best talk about the news. So in the news today, he says, looking for the news, tearing along. Oh, there it is. News today. Well, we've seen the New Zealand data coming out. That was yesterday. There's New Zealand interest rates coming out this morning. Press conference, that's all done and dusted. Today at 9:30 we've got inflation, UK inflation, and then this afternoon we've got US inflation. So quite key numbers. We'll be looking at the inflation data, quite particularly in the US there at I say 2:30, 1:30 even. We've got Fed Chair Powell testifying at 4, due to testify on the economy before the Joint Economic Committee in Washington. So maybe a bit of volatility sitting around when he speaks. And if you're sitting there at 10 past 8, the Bank of New Zealand governor's speaking. So it may create some volatility as well. This euro seems to be wanting to go without me at the moment, but we'll see. Anyway, have a great day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Bye for now.